Amidst the backdrop of the Cold War, a gripping race unfolds in the skies as two fearsome MiG-25 interceptors soar through Soviet airspace, tasked with intercepting an imminent threat. These state-of-the-art interceptors are the swiftest machines ever crafted, boasting an ability to push their engines to astonishing speeds, reaching an incredible Mach 3.2. Yet their blistering pace may not be sufficient, for the object of their pursuit possesses a strange ability to outpace and outclimb any threat that dares to challenge it. This is no ordinary aircraft, it is a marvel of engineering, a plane designed to be virtually impervious to harm. The Cold War, a period marked by intense rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union, saw both superpowers funnel vast resources into the development of cutting-edge military technologies. The quest for dominance in global influence and control hung in the balance, and gaining the upper hand required an intricate understanding of the adversary's next strategic move. In the 1950s, a shroud of secrecy veiled the inner depths of the Soviet Union, leaving Americans in the dark about critical installations hidden within its borders. An extensive network of radar stations, surface-to-air missile sites, and interceptor air bases served as formidable barriers, keeping prying American eyes at bay. However, in 1956, a game-changing development altered the course of espionage. U-2 spy planes were deployed for covert flights over the Soviet Union. Although lacking in speed and stealth, these U-2s possessed a crucial advantage: the ability to cruise at an astonishing 70,000 feet, soaring high above the reach of Soviet air defenses. US President Eisenhower received assurances that Soviet radars would be powerless to detect the U-2s at such dizzying altitudes, but the plot thickens. Contrary to American belief, the Soviets had been tracking the U-2s since their very first mission, patiently biding their time until the moment was right to take one down. It became abundantly clear that merely flying at lofty heights would not suffice in this high-stakes aerial chess match. Even before the U-2 embarked on its daring surveillance missions, plans were already in motion to find a replacement. Achieving true invulnerability while skimming the edge of Soviet airspace demanded a trifecta of extraordinary qualities: remarkable speed, soaring altitudes, and the elusive cloak of stealth. In pursuit of this audacious goal, American ingenuity ventured into uncharted territories, exploring radical spy plane concepts such as the ramjet-powered aircraft that would be launched from the belly of a supersonic B-58 bomber. However, it was in 1959 that the CIA made a momentous decision, entrusting Lockheed with the mission of pioneering the next generation of spy planes. In the meantime, the U-2 continued its daring flights over the Soviet Union. But the clock was ticking. In the spring of 1960, a Soviet surface-to-air missile, long the bane of U-2 pilots, finally succeeded in downing one of the high-flying aircraft. The captured pilot and the wreckage became symbols paraded through the Soviet Union, serving as stark evidence of Western aggression. As tensions escalated, the United States found itself in dire need of a U-2 replacement. What Lockheed set out to create would defy all conventional aircraft wisdom and be a machine unlike any other ever conceived. This aircraft, emerging from the depths of Lockheed's highly classified projects, became known as the A-12. Initially crafted for the CIA's reconnaissance missions, the A-12 exhibited unparalleled capabilities. It also underwent a transformation into an interceptor prototype armed with air-to-air missiles and a variant designed to launch unmanned reconnaissance drones. However, the most iconic offspring of this top-secret endeavor was the SR-71 Blackbird, a variant tailored for the Air Force and designed to serve for decades, while its earlier incarnations retired into history. Remarkably, nearly 6 decades after its maiden flight, the SR-71 Blackbird still holds the title of the fastest air-breathing jet ever to grace the skies. The Blackbird was a marvel, capable of cruising at an astounding Mach 3.2 and soaring near the very edge of Earth's atmosphere for extended periods. This incredible feat of engineering demanded a complete reimagining of aircraft design by Lockheed's ingenious team. To sustain such mind-boggling speeds, the SR-71 and its predecessors relied on engines often dubbed turbo ramjets. Below Mach 2, they operated like conventional afterburning jet engines. However, beyond that threshold, they transformed into something akin to ramjets. An ingenious inlet cone dynamically redirected air around the engine and directly into the afterburner, ensuring the SR-71's remarkable performance. At Mach 3.2, the Blackbird's exterior reached temperatures exceeding 500 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to soften typical aircraft aluminium. To combat this searing heat, Lockheed engineers turned to titanium for 92% of the aircraft, forging entirely new fabrication techniques during the 1960s. The Blackbird's distinctive shape wasn't just a conversation starter amongst UFO enthusiasts, it served as a critical purpose in reducing the radar signature. Coupled with its special black coating, which earned it the iconic Blackbird nickname, the aircraft could slip through the skies with stealthy grace. Deployed initially over South Korea and Vietnam, the Blackbird faced an unrelenting barrage of over 800 surface-to-air missiles, and yet it emerged unscathed every single time. However, the spy plane never officially ventured into Soviet airspace, knowing that another shoot-down over the Soviet Union would have disastrous consequences. Instead, the SR-71 skirted along Soviet borders, utilizing its formidable side-looking radar and cameras to peer hundreds of miles into the heart of Soviet territory. This ingenious strategy consistently frustrated the Soviets and kept the Blackbird out of harm's way. In 1976, Viktor Belenko made a daring escape from the Soviet Union, defecting to the West in his MiG-25 aircraft. He shared his first-hand account of the immense frustration encountered when attempting to intercept the legendary Blackbirds. While the MiG-25s possessed the capability to reach Mach 3, their endurance at such speeds was limited to mere minutes, unlike the Blackbird, which could maintain its blistering pace for hours. Furthermore, the MiG-25s could not ascend to the astonishing altitudes achieved by the SR-71. Even their formidable R-40 missiles lacked the precision necessary to directly target the SR-71. And so, for a significant stretch of time, the Blackbirds appeared nearly invulnerable, with the ability to outpace and outclimb any potential threat. However, as the 1980s dawned, a new menace took to the skies, the MiG-31, armed with the advanced radar systems and long-range R-33 missiles. These aircraft posed a legitimate threat alongside fresh generations of Soviet surface-to-air missiles. And yet the most formidable adversary the Blackbird faced wasn't an enemy missile or rival jet, it was the challenges within itself. Remarkably, not a single Blackbird was lost during a mission, but more than a third of the 50 constructed met their demise due to accidents, with one tragically disintegrating in mid-air with its brave pilots on board. Moreover, the operational costs were astronomical, draining approximately $300 million annually from America's defense budget. Maintaining these extraordinary planes demanded an entire fleet of specialized aerial refuelers and a sizable team of support and maintenance personnel. As technology continued to evolve, the Blackbird's utility faced a diminishing role on the global stage. The emergence of spy satellites, aerial drones, and the Blackbird's inability to provide real-time surveillance data all contribute to a shifting landscape where the once indomitable aircraft found itself navigating changing tides. In addition, political conflicts and disagreements over defense funding played a significant role. And as the late 1980s rolled in, the SR-71's existence was on borrowed time. Finally, in 1998, they were officially retired from service, with two of them transferred to NASA for research purposes. Today, the technology that powered the A-12 and SR-71 is more than 50 years old. Surprisingly, these remarkable aircraft continue to captivate our imagination. They don't just remind us of the past, they beckon us towards the future. They leave us with a sense of wonder, unlike anything else in the history of aviation. Thank you for watching. Tell us what you think about this video in the comment section below, and please don't hesitate to like and subscribe to the channel for more astounding videos on magnificent aircraft. Until next time.